My name is Andrei Matei. I'm with Robbox. I'm actually one of the co-founders, and here from Vancouver, Canada, West Coast. First time here, and Robbox is a technology company. However, we're building tools, tools that customers in the AV space use, tools that customers in the building space use, and these tools are a lineup of some of the first smart digital power tools. So tools that are equipped with smart technology, touchscreens, and all the IoT connected devices of today.
Like what?
Good question. So I'll give you a little bit of a explainer. I actually brought one here with me. So our smart drill, first ever drill with a touchscreen on it and with lasers. So what this drill does is it allows you to take measurements on the fly. It allows you to drill holes at a specific depth, and the drill automatically stops for you. It guides you to specific angles. If you need to drill, let's say, to a 25-degree angle or a 35-degree angle, the drill will actually guide you to those angles without having to use different accessories or jigs or whatever it may be. And that's just the beginning of it. There's customization options. The drill tells you how fast you need to be running it. If you're, say, drilling in like a stainless steel or a tile or some foreign material, where if we're being real, a lot of people just hit the trigger and they pray something doesn't break. And we're kind of here to solve some of those issues.
Okay, what else? Because now I'm fascinated.
I like to hear that. So we also have a measuring system. It uses the very same technology that we're using for the drill, but for measuring applications. And this is one of the reasons why we're here today. Is a lot of our customer base uses this tool. And this tool, again, is a integration of multiple tools in digital leveling, stud detection, and laser level applications, all built into one compact device that literally fits in your pocket. And again, like the drill, this has many different smart features, things like locating center points between two surfaces in just a few seconds. So traditionally, how it's done now is you would take a measurement, take another measurement, divide by half, do a bunch of math, mark up the walls. This one just basically pull it out, hit a button, move where it tells you to, and you can actually make a mark with the device itself. There's a little pin that pops out of it. So it replaces essentially everything you would need into one compact device.
That's not fair.
I mean, we're trying to make your life easier and save you money at the end of the day.
So in all seriousness, talk to me about the conversations with integrators and explaining the product. And you get, I love it. I've seen so many old school integrators here. I love these guys. They're great. Like, no, I don't need that. I do this. And I've been doing it for 30 years.
Right.
What's the retort?
I mean, I would say the good thing about those conversations is that I've dealt with them before. I deal with tool guys on a daily basis. And I don't know if you're too familiar with tools or the tool space, but it's essentially like a cult. You know, you're either a red guy or a yellow guy or a blue guy. So, you know, I'm used to people coming up to me and saying, I've been doing this for 30 years. Why the hell do I need a touchscreen on my tool? But the essence is in the demonstrations. The essence is in showing them the use cases and showing them those time-saving options. And when they see this, their jaws drop. It's like, wow, what the hell? Do that again. And these are the conversations that I've been having today, is just showing the real capabilities, the real use cases of our tools, and showing them how it's going to benefit them at the end of the day. And I think that's the most important thing in these conversations, is applying these different tools to their craft, to how they work on a daily basis, and showing them the true value. And that's what's worked for me in the past. That's what's working today. And it's been great conversation all around.
What's your background? How did you wind up doing this?
That's a great question. So I don't want to take all the praise, of course.
No, take it.
My dad, who unfortunately couldn't be here, he's at another show in Vegas. He, I would say, is the original mastermind behind it. He's the visionary in terms of the real technology. But our background was in manufacturing, and we worked in manufacturing. We had a manufacturing facility where we did a lot of OEM stuff, and we worked with tools on a daily basis. And one of the things, that we came, we got into a few problems where we found ourselves having to flip through textbooks and log manuals, finding optimal speeds and torques for, say, drilling in specific tasks. And what we thought about was, hey, why couldn't the tools do this? We have connected smart fridges, we have connected smart toasters, we have connected things we don't need connected, say, devices with. So why not tools? Somewhere where we can actually benefit off of real information and real guidance. And it was as simple as that. Hey, can we put a computer into a handheld tool that can share some data, give you some information? And it really started as simple as that, and grew into what it is today, which is a lineup of smart tools that we're launching. Excited to be launching another product at the beginning of next year as well, and eventually building an ecosystem and making our carve into the tool industry.
Have you announced what?
Not yet, no, but we do have the X drill, which a little preview here is. Yeah, I'll let you hold it there. It's, again, the first drill ever with a touchscreen on it, super sleek, super futuristic looking, and it does so many things. So that one we're actually launching in October. We're going to have a very exclusive limited release in October. So got to visit our website if you want to be a part of that community. But after this, we have a few other tools which we haven't released yet, but we will probably towards December.
What is the delivery? What does the supply chain look like? I'm not getting this at Lowe's.
No. So the reality is that if we have this tool sitting on a shelf right now, no one's going to know what it does and what it is, because we're a relatively new brand. The reality is that a lot of these tool brands have been around for decades, some even centuries. Do you believe that? So, you're familiar with the DeWalts and the Milwaukees of the world. We've had a lot of success selling online, direct to customers. Why? Well, for once, because we can really demonstrate the product visually through video. And that's been an area where we really try to take advantage of and really show people the features, the functionalities, and the value behind the tools through, again, short and long form video. And through there, we applied that on our D2C approach, so our direct to consumer approach. So we sell online. We are in a few select retailers, more specialty stores, but we've had a lot of success online, and we continue to develop that channel.
For electricians, AV, integrators.
Correct.
What is the differentiator that makes this? Because look, there's going to be a cost difference. Part of my background is I used to work with NASCAR, and so I remember having a conversation with the guys from Lowe's at a track, and we were talking about tools. And the guy I was talking to told me this story. He's like, people don't come in and buy a drill because they want a drill. They want holes.
Right.
And they want those holes made in a reliable fashion. And I started thinking about that, and it's like, oh, that makes sense. It's not a product for product's sake. It's a product for execution's sake.
Right.
You have a specialty, and these holes are different. How and why?
Good question. That's a great question. So from the beginning, our whole thing was integration. Right now, I'm not going to sit here and say, our tools cannot be replaced, because they can. You can get a traditional drill, you can get some accessories, you can get a jig, you can get a variety of different tools that will complete the same job, but it's in the time savings. And it's in the integration of tools that we've tried to really incorporate a number of different functions and tools into one, where the user can complete the job faster, more efficiently. And if we're being honest, at the end of the day, that equals money. And that's what it's all about, is making your life easier, saving you money, and being more productive, essentially, through integration, integrating multiple tools into one.
What's the ultimate goal? What's the objective? To have a complete line, soup to nuts, beginning to end, that you can do all within the same ecosystem?
Yeah, I mean, the ultimate goal would be to have a very reduced but very efficient toolbox, eliminating waste. Right now, if you go to the hardware store, you will see probably 10 to 20 drills that almost look identical, but very minor differences, a very minor increase in power, maybe. And the goal for us is to reduce that size, reduce that waste, reduce that size of toolbox, rather, um, but still be able to offer the same productivity, same efficiency, still being able to do the same job, but with smarter tools that are going to give you knowledge, that are going to guide you through these different steps that you may need to do to complete a task. And again, just make your life easier.
Talk to me about the engineering and the R&D.
Yeah, I mean that's a big one. It's taken us quite a while to get here, if I'm being honest. We officially founded the company in 2016. So if you believe it or not, we were in R&D for, I would say, about 6, 7 years before we actually launched our first product, the Census Pro, which is the measuring tool that we're offering. Um, it took a lot of brain power, a lot of engineers, a lot of specialty engineers to really get to where we're at today. Um, but it was a lot of trial and error as well, because when we first started the company, there wasn't technology available. And when I say technology available, you could build what we built today, but it would be the size of, I don't know, a computer, a massive computer. The ability to get it in a compact envelope like a handheld power tool was the difficulty. And as, of course, time went on, technology got better, and we were able to get smaller components, smaller chips, and fit everything essentially into a smaller envelope. So that was one of the reasons why it took us so long. And today, of course, technology is ramping up faster than we can keep up with it. But that's what's allowed us to really push and get our products to market with the current technology and current innovation that we've been doing lately. And through R&D, we've also been able to develop other things that we never even thought of at the beginning. But it's been, I would say, a focal point in our company, and it's always been one of our original slogans was powered by innovation. So everything that we wanted to do was pushing the boundaries on what was possible in tools, and we're looking to continue doing that every day with all the tools that we have coming out.
Love it. And for those who are interested in following up, check the show notes and you can find a link. Thanks for doing
Yeah,
this.
of course. Thanks for having me.
That was great. I appreciate it.
Thank you.